Okay, take just a couple more minutes on the warm-up. Today's warm-up reads, in your opinion, what are some of the important issues in America today? Okay, so what are some of those important issues in America today in your opinion? Oscar?
Drugs and violence.
Okay, drugs and violence, very good. We've seen a lot, especially in certain cities like Chicago has had a lot of gun violence lately. What are some other issues that we have? Talia? The economy. If you've listened to some of the presidential debates, you've seen a lot of discussion about the economy. I'm going to go two more people. Thank you. There's the immigration reform concerns. Correct. Yes? Abortion has been an issue in this country as well. So we have seen a lot of different issues that are being brought to the forefront. Now, these issues are what we're going to start working on over the next couple of weeks. Now, I know we've been talking about the three branches of government, the executive, legislative, judicial. A lot of what we're focusing on, these issues, will relate to all of those branches. So, if I could have everyone look up here for a moment, please. Here's kind of our focus for this. Our unit question for this particular unit is going to be, what issues are relevant, are important in an American election? For MYP, our area of interaction is going to be community and service. Our enduring understanding is this. This is what I want you to remember 5, 10, 15 years from now. As a resident, I can develop an argument on a range of issues that will lead to a better America. Now you see, it's like this, ladies and gentlemen. In this country, we got a lot of things going on. A lot of people believing a lot of different things. Even if we talked with all of us, the 25 of us in here, I bet we would not all agree on every issue. But what we have to be able to do is develop a good argument for our point of view. Our assessment is going to be this. You are going to create what is called a political platform using a variety of sources. I'm going to want you to argue about or debate several different issues. Now, if you went to the Republican National Committee's website, you would find a link, you click on it, it would say platform. That is what they believe. If you were to click on the Democrats' website, you would find a platform. That is what they believe. We are going to start working today on you developing your own platform. Now, I'll let you know that this assessment is going to come in a variety of forms. There will be an extended writing piece, but we're going to work on that in small chunks. However, that's not all we're going to do. We're going to break out the flip cameras, and you are going to create a political ad for one of the issues that you believe. And you'll have to, in that argument, be persuasive. So that's the direction we are going. Are there any questions so far? For a blue state. What I want to do today, and over the next couple of days, is get you looking at different issues to see which side of some of these issues you actually stand on. So if you would be so kind as to turn to your table of contents in your notebook, please. Please entitle this, Conservative versus Liberal Beliefs. Okay, the handout that I just gave you has a couple of different things on it. Thank you. On the top, it talks about the two different groups, the liberals and the conservatives, and how they are different and some of the things they may have in common. The second half of the page is talking about our actual first issue, which is called taxes. And we'll get to this towards the end of class. So here's what I would like to do. I want to take the first few minutes looking at paragraph A. I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to do some of the annotations that I think would be most effective in developing some meaning and some understanding from this. Okay? So here's what how I'd like to do this. For A and B, we are going to be focusing on a couple of different things. We're going to be looking for our main idea, as we've done in the past. But we're also going to be trying to find out some details that will support that main idea. I want to come about this a little bit differently, though. I want this to be a little bit more specific of an annotation. For our main idea, we really need to start looking at what is this group's main belief. What is that one big belief that kind of guides them in all of the other things that they believe in? So as I'm going through this, I'm going to go through the first one all by myself, just kind of showing you how I want you to start thinking through this as you're reading this particular document. You can go ahead and mark as I mark. And as I'm talking, these are going to be the things that I would be thinking about in my head as I'm reading. How many of you, when you're reading something, either start like going through some of the words in your head, or if you're reading nonfiction, or actually like picturing the story? Anybody do that? Do you actually like picture what's going on? I'm doing the same kind of thing, but I'm trying to figure things out and develop kind of an overall picture of this as I'm reading through. This group believes in government action. Well, government action, that seems like it's going to have to be something that I discuss. To achieve equal opportunity and equality for all. Equal opportunity, equality for all. Those seem like things that politicians and people in government would put or look for. So I might want to talk about that for a minute. The duty of the government is to alleviate. I don't know what alleviate means, so I better grab a dictionary. To get rid of. To alleviate social ills. Social ills. Ill means sick. Okay, that's probably a bad thing. And to protect civil liberties, individual and human rights. Okay, now, as I'm thinking about this, I have government action and I have government solving problems. Government action to solve problems. Those two might link, and I think I have my main idea. Government action to solve problems. Now, I was looking through this and I saw that they saw there might be a couple of problems here, a couple of things they want to work towards. One of those problems might be equal opportunity. That looks like a detail that relates to that. And equality for all, that's a pretty good detail. Alleviating social ills, that's definitely solving a problem. So I think that might be my third detail. Protect liberties, our rights as individuals and as humans. Yeah, that's a good thing to work towards. Another problem is, well, people need things, so maybe this group is trying to solve this problem as well. This group's policies promote these things. So here I have this idea, government action solving the problems, and these are the problems that it's going to have to start to solve. Now I might have to ask myself, how are they going to do that? But I imagine we'll get to that. Okay, I think I have a pretty good idea of what this group is looking for here. So what I've done is, as I was going through this, we just set those there, is that I started thinking about this process in my mind, and I started trying to figure out what it was they were trying to accomplish. I found out the big idea that they were going for, government action solving problems, and then I looked at and I found those specific problems. What I would like you to do, and I only want to take about 7 or 8 minutes to do this, with a partner or on your own, it's up to you. I would like you guys to go through the same process for paragraph B. Your outcome for this is to try to find what is that main idea, that main belief of group B, and what are the details that you'll be able to talk about that show they're meeting that main belief. Are there any questions on what I'm asking for? Feel free to talk with your group or your table. Feel free to discuss what a main idea might be. Honestly, on this second one, in each of my classes, different groups have found different main ideas that they think fit best, so you got to work through and talk through some of those. Take about 7 minutes. I'll be coming around to help you out as you need. You may begin.